a seat, it's something cool. It's time to start the show. Let's go. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little NES, a little bit of rap. Thank you for joining me. Now get comfortable and enjoy the stream. Yeah. Sometimes I play games, sometimes AMA when I'm not away on tour. I'ma always give you more. It's up to your boy, surprises in store. Concerts galore, fresh hip hop, difficult games. I do die a lot, so if you in the mood for epic speed runs, I have to warn you that this ain't the one. But what you will get is a good old time. Might even freestyle, but your name in the rhyme. If you're liking that, get hype and checks. And if you're liking that, get hype and check. Just relax and vibe to that. And if you really enjoy it, then subscribe to that. With a free month or a 3-month, just wanna let you know, man, I see ya. Get your headphones on, turn the beat up, cause we about to kick it like FIFA. And my only goal is to rock your soul, whether on the mic or the game control. And we don't stop till the deed is done. We ain't always good, but it's always fun. When the countdown hits 0, you are now in the mix with the teacher rapper hero. Hey, live streams for the win. Better get ready, we about to begin now. Hey, come on. Welcome to the stream. One love to the mods. Glad to have you on the team. Hey, welcome to the squad. Grab a seat, it's something cool. It's time to start the show. Is it time? Let's go. What up, 6 String? What up, randos? It's time. What up, what up, what up? Man, today is actually a good day, but kind of a sad day. Because I just discovered that one of my favorite groups of all time, De La Soul, they've been in the news twice this week. One was not a very well, both of them are for not very good reasons, but okay, so if you haven't heard of De La Soul, old school rap group, most of you I'm sure are youngs who are not familiar with De La Soul, but De La Soul has you know, a lot of old true school clout when it comes to hip hop. They've inspired a ton of people. They make what people consider to be, I guess, conscious rap. You know what I mean? Very first album came out in '89, I believe. I love all their stuff. Just recently, they just got their like permissions back or clearance back to be able to put all their music on streaming, which is really cool. They hadn't had a ton of success with that, you know, for a long time. But today's news is why 50-year-olds should probably stay off social media. So here's what happened. There's a book. What is the book called? All right. You know what? I could just go right to the
to the point. Okay. So here we go. My listeners' demographics. Except on days when I'm asking for songs, I think I skew a little younger, but on most days, I think I'm, most of my fans who actually listen to Megaran music are 40 or older, I would say. I would say that's who most of my audience is. So here's what's up. Let me show you this. This is a book. This book just came out. It is #1 on new releases of biographies of rap and hip hop musicians. This book, hold on. Oh, hold on. Okay. The screen is like super small. Let me see if I can do better. All right. So this is, move over here. This is a book called High and Rising, a book about De La Soul. It's literally, says in the title, a book about De La Soul. This does not say by De La Soul. It says by Marcus J. Moore. It does not say from De La Soul. It doesn't say De La Soul wrote this book in any way. This is what's called a biography. Now, this is a very legit and for the most part, well understood genre of literature, biography, because there are biographies and autobiographies. I learned this in probably 6th grade, that there are biographies and there are autobiographies. Now, before I say what I'm going to say, I'm sure De La Soul's reaction to this book is probably due in part to the fight that they've had to go through to maintain or to get their ownership of their music and to get their music online. There's been a lot of fights about ownership. I will say all that and say there's probably an understandable reason for what we got. All right. De La Soul burst on the scene with the release of their groundbreaking 1989 album, 3 Feet High and Rising, an anything goes hip hop masterpiece hailed as a new masterwork from a bygone era of black experimentation. Formed in Long Island, De La Soul rebuked classification and appealed to the black alternative. Their music was positive and psychedelic, their imagery full of flowers and peace signs. It was rap with a broad sonic palette, which set the blueprint for an entire generation of artists who followed. But as quickly as De La ascended, they were faced with the pressures of a changing industry and bitter legal battles. Completed in the wake of Dave's passing and the group's arrival on streaming platforms after years in digital purgatory, High and Rising tells the story of one of the most influential rap groups of all time. Yada yada. Okay. Now, let's get back to the true issue here, or at least one of the true issues. My issue is they just posted this. Now, if you see on De La's account, there is a Ghostbusters / going through the actual image of the book. Now, I don't know if that means they have signed up to be Bookbusters, the cousins of Ghostbusters, or if that means they have an issue with this book. Let's check. Clicking. Bow. All right. Let me slide this over so you can all see exactly what has been said. All right. Okay. Wait. I'm off the screen now. Friends and family, we've been receiving congratulatory messages about a book called High and Rising. However, we want to make it clear this is an unauthorized book and we are not connected to it in any way. For obviously, it doesn't say that this book is written by De La Soul. For years, you stood with us on our fight for ownership of our catalog and our right to benefit from the music that we created. That same dedication to protecting what's ours extends to beyond the story or being the ones who tell our story. Something deeply personal and De La to the core. Our story will be told in our words, our way, with the style that you've known to come and know and love. Until then, We encourage you to indulge in the authentic Daisy Age by supporting projects backed by us. If you choose to support this book, that's your right. We just wanted to be clear that we do not. Dang. And we are exploring all of our legal options. Spoiler alert. Bro, there's unauthorized biographies out of freaking Sting, of the Beatles, of Michael Jackson, of so many people. So I don't think you have many legal options. You are a public figure, you're public domain, and so people can write about you. All right. If you choose to support this book, that's your right. We do not. Even within its book title, the 3 is missing, which shows how inauthentic it is, because for us, 3 will always be the magic number. Ooh, that's a hard hitting line there. We're cooking up something special for spring 2025, so the wait won't be long for more of that authentic De La. All right. Well, I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. But honestly, it doesn't matter. The point is, the person who it's about doesn't approve of it. So I think you have the right completely to say that. However, unauthorized biographies happen every day, every day. And people who are fans of De La Soul, who want more about them or from them, that's like somebody writing a newspaper article about your band and you being like, I'm going to look at my legal options. And it's like, I don't think there are any legal options. Like, you're a public figure. So I have a friend of mine who posted from Old Harlem. I only shouting him out because he said it, not me. I don't want anybody to think I'm being disrespectful to legends. He said 50 plus year olds should probably get off social media because of things like this. Also, he said, did my favorite group of all time just discover unauthorized biographies? And might be the case. Anyway, y'all, do with that what you will. I just wanted to start off with a little bit of somewhat humor, but to me, it's more sad than anything. I really wish that was under better circumstances, because I happen to love De La Soul so much, and I would love it if they weren't mad at somebody for creating a freaking book about them. Like, you could just not mention it. But I guess if you're getting texts like, oh, congratulations. No, it clearly does not say that I wrote this. So don't congratulate me on it, you know? Anyway, I got some songs here. If you want to send me a song, there's a pinned message. I'm about to say a pinned tweet. Well, in essence, it is a pinned tweet. Let me see what y'all have to say. It's not by him. It's about him. It's a trusted source. Okay. Let's see. Based off what he is showing now, I guess it's not a trusted source. So here's what I'll tell you. The guy who wrote it, I mean, Marcus J. Moore is like the hip hop scholar, I will say. He's a very, very highly respected hip hop journalist who actually is a fan of De La Soul and loves them. I just feel like, dang, man, I guess if I've been writing a book about De La Soul for, I don't know, it takes years to write a book. If I was writing a book about De La Soul and I got to the end, I might be like, hey, can you help me to contact De La Soul just to let them know that I'm writing a book about him? You know what I mean? Like, I might do that, but I don't know. Let's see. It's Mark says, I don't know. I feel like they have a right to not want something written about them, but it's not, but like it's to be expected. You're famous. Correct. As far as someone being talked about, I agree. But if they are using copywritten trademarks and logos, then that's an issue. I don't think they use any copyrighted trademarks. They're writing about a person who is public domain at this point. Not public domain, but just is public knowledge. Like, I bet I can find 12 different Michael Jackson biographies. Yeah, but not talking about their life unless it's super personal, something to be private. But they could also go and look up people. There's a Vince McMahon unauthorized biography, which you should all read, by the way. It's really good. That Vince didn't authorize. but they talk to people from his past. Let's see. Hope I'm not too late. I sent the song under the tweet. What's up, McGuire? Not too late at all. I was just talking about if somebody wrote a book about you, McGuire. Let's just say if I was like, here's the real story of McGuire by Megaran, you'd probably want to like sue me. But if I wrote that, I guess, you know, I don't think there would be a lot of protection for you, because I think you're allowed. It's a weird thing, man. You can be allowed, but it still can like not be totally right. You know what I mean? That's true.